Good morning and welcome to the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd. Happy, what is it, Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday, December 16th. When you get knee deep into building the weather forecast and you're building the forecast, there's a knock on the door outside the Floyd studio. And that would be my little girl. She got up at 6:30 this morning. And now she just got pulled away from the door, so she is screaming bloody murder. Oh, gosh. Goodness. Not good. They may be watching me on YouTube here in just a second. At least I hope so. That'll keep her occupied. Take a look at I-20 this morning, and again, nothing doing really in terms of any kind of traffic snarl-ups yet. But, of course, it's early. Give it 20 or 30 minutes, and there will be some more volume on the roadways as folks start to head off to work. Look at low temperatures unofficially this morning, and a lot of us were back into the mid to upper 20s, cooling off quite nicely through the overnight. Check of some other unofficial low temperatures for the day. These are from the Louisiana Mesonet, which is operated by the University of Louisiana Monroe. ULM at 26.1, Eris 25.7. Colfax 26.4, Dubach 27.4, Sicily Island 26.4. Just trying to see if there's any crazy numbers out there. No. And pretty much everybody below freezing. So that checks out. Monticello ran a little bit warmer than everybody else across the region. They were just below freezing while the rest of us were firmly in the 20s. Currently outside, most of us still in the mid to upper 20s. Temperatures will start climbing. The sun just officially rose at 7:03 or 4 or something like that. So the sun's only been up for about 20 minutes. And so the temperatures will start climbing pretty quickly. Sheila says, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Sounds like I have a daddy's girl. She loves her people. She loves her people. Loves them fiercely. But yes, she's a big fan of Dad and Mom and Grandma. Everybody. She's just a happy kid, except for right now, from what I hear. Check of wind chills. Again, winds have not been much of a factor through the overnight. They've been generally fairly calm. But if you step outside, it feels like the 20s because for most areas, it is the 20s. A look at futurecast temperatures as we go through the day. Warming up noticeably into the 70s, and then a cold front moves through Thursday, Friday. Temperatures rebound a little bit as we go into Saturday, and beyond that. I meant to put some pauses in there. Let's go back to that real quick. Meant to put pauses, never did. So, again, daytime highs recover back into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees today. I think most of us will probably stay in the mid-50s because of the cloud cover that we're already seeing. Into the 40s for Wednesday morning. Temperatures recover pretty quickly as we go into Wednesday afternoon. And we continue that warming trend through the upcoming weekend. Big cold front that really resets temperatures for about a day or so as it sweeps through on Thursday afternoon. And then the cooler temperatures to follow. Most of us back into the 30s for Friday morning. Mid to upper 50s for Friday afternoon. And then temperatures recover pretty quickly after that. All right. That was kind of herky-jerky, but that's because I forgot to put pauses in that graphic. My apologies. Early in the morning, I always have one kind of slip-up, and that was it. Infrared satellite shows the high clouds that have already started to move back in across the region, and expect those clouds to increase in fervor as we go through the afternoon. Doesn't really spell rainfall yet. That changes tomorrow, maybe as early as tonight in some locations. In fact, one of the tweaks to the forecast made today, or made this morning, was rain chances bumping up late this evening into tonight and through the early morning hours tomorrow. Bobby, good morning to you. Radar made possible by Browns Roofing. Schedule your free roof inspection at brownsroofingla.com. They'll get you squared away. Again, if you have any concerns, you may want to get those taken care of while the weather is good, because eventually the weather will turn bad again. We've been enjoying dry conditions, which now have become problematic. And we need some rainfall. Futurecast made possible by Bayou Power Sports I-20 Frontage Road in Monroe. Stock limited on youth ATVs and dirt bikes for the holiday season. I just saw something posted by Mike and the gang from earlier. One of the youth ATV models. They only had 2 left in stock. So go check them out. Winds are back out of the south as clouds continue to increase today, and then tonight a few spotty showers can't be ruled out as the moisture return continues to increase. I bumped the rain chances, like I said, up for the late evening and early morning hours, and then they drop a little bit, and then I pick them back up through the rest of the morning on Wednesday. Most of this is fairly scattered. If you do see rain, it'll likely be fairly light. Rain chances thin out tomorrow night, but as we go into Thursday, we bring a cold front through the area. Showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. The severe weather threat looks pretty low right now. Again, there's just not a lot of instability and along this very narrow corridor of moisture and lift in the atmosphere. Upper level dynamics are not overly impressive in our area. So, again, showers, thunderstorms a possibility, but the severe weather threat for now still appears fairly low. It does bring some cooler air in, as I mentioned, for Friday. But then the warm-up is pretty quick to ramp back up as we go through the upcoming weekend, and we will be above average for the weekend before Christmas. Rain totals, just depends on location. Few hundredths of an inch of rain to maybe up to a quarter of an inch of rain. Obviously, thunderstorm-driven rains could be a little bit higher than that as we go through the next 48 to 60 hours. Daytime highs today in the mid-50s. Clouds move back in, obviously not quite as cool as it's been. Winds will generally stay out of the south, but again, expect a general increase in cloud cover. Rain chances for the day should stay close to zero, but tonight they do move back in. I've bumped them up to 30%, which is a noticeable increase. Had them at 10, 20%. Scattered showers will be a possible. The clouds continue not quite as cold as it's been. We'll probably hit the low 40s around midnight and then a slow warming trend through Wednesday morning. So that 42 will probably be a midnight low, and then the gradual warming trend to follow. Forecast made possible, 7-day forecast made possible by 3B Hardware. And a look at the 7-day forecast shows the rain chances back in scattered for Wednesday, and then up to 50% with the cold front on Thursday. Daytime highs should approach the 70-degree mark by then. Briefly cooler for Friday. Temperatures rebound going into the weekend with highs near 70 Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Morning lows climb from the low 40s to near 60 by the end of the weekend. I have brought those high temperatures back down a few degrees for the weekend, but still, again, above normal for this time of year. Average high for this time of year should be about 58, 59. Morning lows should be in the mid to upper 30s. Obviously, above that, clearly, through the weekend. And as we set up for Christmas Day, it still looks like above average temperatures are in the offering, are being offered, whatever. It's early. But the rain chances look pretty slim. Good morning to you, Janet. Kathleen, never prepared for the humid cold. Boy, it'll get you. This is fairly dry cold. Or, well, yesterday was fairly dry cold. Today's much more humid cold because the low-level moisture started to move back in. It's uncomfortable any way you slice it. So, again, can't really look at a lot of specifics going into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, but it does look like we will be above average temperature-wise, and that's kind of how things shake out. No big significant storm systems that look like they're menacing and look like they could cause an issue. That could still change. But in the short term, not a lot out there, which is good news. John, a good morning to you. And that's how the forecast shakes out for this Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. Too Long Didn't Read comes out about 9:30. Midday stream, a later afternoon stream, which may be a little bit later than normal because I understand that Santa may be visiting my daughter at school today. And I have a lot of explaining to that guy. There was a lot of misunderstandings in the naughty and nice list this year. So I got to talk to him. I got to make a phone call. I don't have his number. So, I don't know. I feel like I need to explain some more stuff to Santa than she does. She's nice list all year. All right. Forecast is always available at digitalweatherdesk.com and on the Digital Weather Desk app, available for Apple and Android users. I'll join you in a couple of hours with another update to the forecast. Of course, we'll try to make some wholesale changes to things as new data comes in for the rest of the morning. And I'll check in with you later today. We'll keep an eye on the radar tonight and tomorrow and Thursday. And like I said, the forecast is always available online and on the app. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by CenturyNext Bank.